Have you ever had an instance where you were watching a fight and one of the dudes looked substantially bigger than the other, pretty much ready to compete in pro bodybuilding, and then you wonder to yourself, how in the hell is this guy drug tested? Well, that's exactly what this video is about. This is the most obviously juiced pro MMA fighters. Our first fighter is a light heavyweight from Germany. He fights from... I'm sorry, I didn't know the demonic spirit of who I was trying to get to, Frederick Vosgron, was going to take over the channel, but he is a sensation that has been going viral for just absolutely wrestling the shit out of people, and he honestly looks like a mutant that escaped from a German testing facility that just so happened to stumble into MMA. The signs of steroid use is literally everywhere. The size of his face has grown. Look at this picture. The literal bones and muscle in his face has gotten bigger. Look at his delts. Look at the veins in his delts. Look at the size of his delts. This dude is... I mean, this guy's more juice than a Tropicana, as Chael Sonnen would like to say. I mean, he really is, though. I mean, he literally has turned himself into Neanderthal by taking a copious amount of steroids, like to the point of no return. Our next absolute roided to the gills juiced up monster is Islam Makhachev. You may be thinking, but he doesn't look that big. Oh, that's not the type of juice they have him on. So to understand this, we're going to go back to 2016. This was when Islam first got popped for steroids. Ironically, after his first loss. And since then, he's never lost. Yes, I understand. You want to know what the substance is. It's meldonium. And the funny part about this is primarily a substance produced in Russia. You heard me right, in Russia. And guess what team has a history of getting popped with this for? The Olympic wrestling team. It can't get any more obvious than this, guys. So let's summarize this. Islam got popped for meldonium, and then a couple years later, the Olympic Russian wrestling team got popped for the same substance. And numerous of their athletes said it was a heart issue, just like Islam. And Islam magically starts dominating after 2016, just like the Russian wrestling team does. This is sus here, guys. And the funny thing is, recently a Bellator fighter, specifically Khabib's cousin, got popped for a similar substance and said it was a medical issue too. They're just blaming their steroid use and abuse on medical issues. How is it possible that multiple wrestling heavy athletes in the same area all had medical issues for the same drug? What the fuck is going on here, guys? And get this, meldonium is apparently similar to EPO in how it improves your ability. It gives you improved endurance, faster recovery, and gives you a boost to your overall stamina, essentially EPO. So yes, anytime the Dagestanis are accused of using drugs, I am 100% going to say yes, no doubt. In my opinion, it's the most obvious thing in the world. They're all doping, and Khabib and Islam probably have a back issue now. What if they have a knee issue now? Oh, I got a knee issue, I gotta take fucking Tren. So for multiple UFC fighters to multiple wrestlers on the Russian wrestling team, they are 100% doping, and just connect the dots, it's obvious, case closed. Our next fighter, more juice than a Tropicana, is Kamaru Usman. So my suspicions started to rise when I looked at the Khamzat fight and noticed he was able to survive and he had so much stamina. And then in his next fight against Joaquin Buckley, he looked great and was able to wrestle perfect. And I realized, this guy's had such a long career. How was he able to just bounce back like this after losing a couple times? And then I wondered, in his late 30s, long UFC career, absolutely jacked, still able to go 5 rounds better than some young guys? And then I looked into the specific details, and oh, did things get fishy. So I had my suspicions about a year or two ago when Kamaru Usman was still thriving. You know, he was losing, but he had that fight against Khamzat. He was doing good, but my suspicions really started to pick up right around now, when his own brother, Muhammad Usman, had to pull out of a fight because of high testosterone levels. Now see, you may just say, oh, it's just his brother. No, if it's his brother, dude, they train together. that means that Kamaru Usman was okay with his brother cheating, which means that he's okay with cheating because he wouldn't let his own brother do it if he didn't want to do it. Think about it. They're in the same training camp together. And this is the absolute icing on the cake. His dad was a pharmacist that went to jail for money laundering.
That's fucking illegal.
If his dad went to jail for money laundering, what else is he doing? He's definitely supplying his son with drugs to help his UFC career. I mean, why wouldn't you? He's probably on painkillers, EPO, any new drugs that the pharmaceutical companies bring out, he's on right now. And so is his brother, obviously. He tested positive. He's higher testosterone levels. I'm telling you right now, Kamaru Usman is on the sauce. And now we're going to rapid fire some fighters that couldn't make the list because they were all-time greats, not currently fighting, and because they just didn't make the list now with current fighters. So first, we have Paulo Costa. He literally has a brand named Secret Juice. I mean, how more obvious can it get? Next is Merab. He's definitely on some cardio-enhancing drugs. Sean O'Malley literally popped, so, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Some all-time obvious greats would be Khabib, John Jones, Overeem, obviously, Francis Ngannou. These guys were more juice than a horse, dude. GSP was pretty suspicious. I mean, I knew he had a really clean lifestyle, but I mean, look at the fucking dude. Oh yeah, and don't forget about Cyril Gane. That dude is so jacked. I mean, how is he that jacked? He's 245 of pure muscle, dude. Don't forget about Izzy. Dude randomly developed gyno in 6 months out of nowhere. Don't forget about Jelton Almeida. You'd think he's a goddamn middleweight if you saw him without knowing who he is. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This video took me so long. Bye, guys.